ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत? ठीक है ना?
Hello, student. Good morning. I hope you are studying in the class in the house very nicely and sincerely because this time COVID-19 period you have to stay at home because it is a very pandemic situation to hold the world. So you need not to come out, you need not to move outside the house. Mostly you remain in the house and do your study in a sincere way and with full efforts. So now today, students, we will explain you the same topic is better around the pure chapter number 2 and the next module, module 4 is the dye in the color in single color. Is the dye in the color ink is a red ink, black ink, green ink, blue ink because we have, we observe a color ink is single component. But whether this color ink is a single component dye or it has different component, this we will explain or study today. So, if suppose we want to understand whether a dye is a single component or it is a mixture of different color component, the very simple experiment I will demonstrate you. To take this chalk piece, you all know it. I think some of the students also have this chalk. So you need not to do this experiment at home. You just observe very simple experiment. So in this chalk, if suppose we take this sketch pen, what color of the sketch pen? Purple color. I have taken purple color because this is a very simple color and we all know that it is made up of red and blue color. If you mix red or blue color, then you get purple color. Correct? So now I will explain you, I will show you if suppose you take a chalk piece and on the at the bottom approximately 1 centimeter above from the bottom, if suppose you put this a line of purple color, I am drawing the line of purple color in this chalk. You see this, you can observe this line, purple color line. You can see this purple color line on the chalk, दिख रहा है, visible, correct? So now I will demonstrate you how the purple color will separate into two different color. To take this beaker with some water at the bottom, but the level of the water should be below the level of this line. So first we measure it whether the what is the level, correct? So this level is less than the level of line. Now I put this chalk piece in this water. You can see this. Huh? Now you can see this experiment. When I put the chalk in the water start rising from onto the chalk, correct? And if I kept it, you cannot see if I kept it, so I am holding it. Now you see it, correct? It will take some time to separate the color component. I will keep it for some time and then I will see. So if we, after some times, this I have done earlier. So to show you, I will also show this, the experiment, it is kept here. Again, after some time I will show you when this experiment become complete. Till then I will show you this chalk piece. When I put a line of purple color, then this purple color separated to two color. This red color at the top and light blue color at the bottom. Correct? So it is not completely separated. If you want to separate completely, then we have to take a long time and we have to take a long column. But you can see this red color completely separated from the blue or slightly light purple color. It is separated. Correct? I have done one more experiment to show you. If suppose I put a yellow color and red color sketch pen at the bottom, then this is, you see red color at the bottom and yellow color at the top. Correct? So this separation of color takes place. Similarly, same experiment I did with the help of this special paper called chromatographic paper. At the bottom I put a line and at the bottom I put one drop of purple color ink. Then I hold it in the water. So after some times this red color go at the top. Red color go at the top. You can see this paper, दिख रहा है red color. You see this color. Red color at the top, you can see it. Correct? दिख रहा है red color at the top. Similarly, you can also see here, in case of purple, in this chalk piece, you can see the red color at the top. दिख रहा है red color at the top. दिख रहा है red color at the top. Any doubt, student? So I think you are seeing it. You are writing yes, sir. Now the experiment which I have started here today in front of you, in the beaker I put this chalk piece and water and kept the chalk piece after putting a line of purple color. Now you can see this color start to rises. Color चढ़ रहा है नहीं चढ़ रहा है? But still it will take time. I keep it on some more time. Similarly, I can also do this experiment in front of you. I will take this paper, photographic paper fresh, correct? And at the bottom I will make a line. Either with the help of pencil, you can put a line. And then, if suppose you take this purple color and at the bottom on the line, you put a drop on the center of the line. You see this dot? purple color dot. Now I will take another beaker and put this paper strip in the beaker where some water is there, and we hold it. Because paper is flexible, so to make it straight, we have to take a help of some scale, etc. कोई बात नहीं, अभी स्केल नहीं मिल रहा है. You can see this. It start rises. Correct? It start rises. देखिए. थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब हो गया है. दिख रहा है आपको? Well, just I show you this paper. In this paper, you see red color at the top. You can see in this chalk red color at the top. So red color पहले जाता है. Now my question is, let it be complete. How the separation of this color of a dye take place by this method? This process is called chromatography. What is this process? This process is called chromatography. So what is chromatography? Chromatography is a technique. It is a modern technique which is used to separate the component of a color dye. Component of a dye. Correct? And what is the principle of chromatography? Its principle, as per your level in your 9th class level, we can simply explain you how this component gets separated. Suppose just now I told you this is a paper strip. And we put a dot here, color dot, and we start rising with the help of solvent. We put the water here. This is water. Water. This is color dot. So after some time we will see one color will come here, another color will come here, color A or color B. So these two different colors will obtain. Just I show you. You can see here red color or blue color. Correct? In paper also you can see this red color and blue green color. So separation of color takes place. How this separation of color takes place? When water is a solvent and this dot color dot whose component is to be separated. So water start rises. As the water rises through the filter paper, then along with the water, particles of the color particles also go along. They also rises. And the color particle which is more soluble in the water, because different particles have different solubility. So the color component, a color particle which is more soluble will rises fast as the water rises. Correct? So, and the color component which is less soluble, that will flow, that will rise slowly. So, due to the difference in their speed or difference in their solubility, they get set. Correct? So now I will show you. देखिए ये मैंने कभी आपके सामने किया था, वो भी चल रहा तो पानी टपक रहा पानी है, दिस वाटर ड्रॉपलेट टपक रहा है. तो इसमें देखिए ऊपर रेड कलर आ गया. यू कैन सी दिस रेड कलर. दिख रहा है रेड कलर? दिस रेड कलर दिख रहा है. और नीचे वाटर आ गया। अभी मैंने आपके सामने ही किया था। सिमिलरली ये पेपर का भी हुआ, देखो ये थोड़ा खराब गलत हो गया थोड़ा था, क्योंकि हिल गया था। तो इसको अगर सीधे जाएगा तो ये सेपरेशन होगा। एक मैं आपको और भी बना के लाया हूँ, इट टेक टाइम्स। इसे यहाँ पर मैंने ग्रीन कलर और पर्पल कलर को लगाया था, तो ग्रीन कलर ऊपर चला गया, पर्पल कलर नीचे आ गया। पर्पल कलर का सेपरेशन ग्रीन कलर के साथ नहीं हो पाया, क्योंकि ग्रीन कलर इज मोर सॉल्युबल, सो इट गो फास्ट। तो ग्रीन कलर ऊपर चला गया, पर्पल कलर नीचे रह गया। ये दूसरा पेपर है, तो दो पेपर मैंने आपको दिखाया था, ये दो पेपर बना के लाया था, क्योंकि यहाँ पे टाइम लगेगा। सिमिलरली ये दो चौक का मैं अलग बना के लाया था, ये पर्पल कलर रेड कलर था, ये मैंने बना के लाया। ये मैं अभी यहाँ पर चल रहा है, देखिए ये आपको दिखाने का कारण ये हिल रहा है, इसलिए डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है। ये चौक के दो पीस है ना, इसी तरीके से चौक का मैं और बना के लाया था, येलो और रेड कलर। इनके साथ येलो कलर देखिए ऊपर गया और रेड कलर नीचे रह गया। तो ये डिफरेंट कलर राइजेस विद डिफरेंट स्पीड because their solubility is different, so they rises along the water with different speed. That's why they get separate. Correct? So this modern technique, chromatography, is a very important technique. Now, what is its application? The application of chromatography. Application of chromatography. This we will study just now. First thing, this chromatography. Any doubt, student? Behind Sunit Saxena is writing diffusion Akash, and Ayush Elon, why upward, why not downward? Ayush is telling why upward, why downward, because water always rises upward. Correct? अगर किसी कैपिलरी एक्शन होता है, दिस इज कैपिलरी टाइप का एक्शन है, तो कैपिलरी के थ्रू वाटर ऊपर जाता है, क्योंकि वो दिस इज कॉल्ड कैपिलरी एक्शन। ये जो हमारा पेपर है, इसमें बहुत फाइन कैपिलरीज हैं। इस तरीके से ये चॉक पीस है, चॉक पीस में सारे एटम्स आर वेरी क्लोजली पैक्ड, सो एक एटम से दूसरे एटम से तीसरे एटम से वो वाटर चढ़ता है, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज मूविंग अपवर्ड। करेक्ट? अदरवाइज अगर कोई मीडियम नहीं हुआ, कुछ नहीं हुआ, तो वाटर गो डाउन, फिर वो वाटर नीचे आता है ऑटोमेटिकली। बट इफ इट हैज सम सपोर्ट, देन वाटर गो अपवर्ड। दूसरा वाई अपवर्ड हो गया, आयुष ने पूछा ना, स्वाति बककोलिया, यस सर। ये सुनील सक्सेना इज राइटिंग डिफ्यूजन आकाश, इट इज नॉट डिफ्यूजन, इट इज नॉट डिफ्यूजन। डिफ्यूजन क्या होता है? जैसे जब गैस के मॉलिक्यूल when they move from one place to another place, then it is called diffusion. But it is not diffusion, it is rising the component, soluble component, through capillary, and the component which is more soluble, they will rise fast, and the component which is less soluble, they will rise slowly. So this is not diffusion. If Vibha is asking, sir, where this process is used in daily life, that I will explain you just now. But wall paints, I think wall paints, no, wall paint is not this process. And बाकी किसी ने पूछा है, ठीक है। So only thing you keep in your mind, in higher classes we will study this concept thoroughly. If some of you want to know, then I will give you an idea. Actually, the solubility is one factor. Otherwise, another factor is differential adsorption. वो आपके कोर्स में नहीं है. That is differential adsorption. एक concept था adsorption. तो adsorption का एक फिनोमेना होता है chromatography में, लेकिन it is not in your syllabus, so why you want to read? In higher class 11th and 12th we will study about it. Again, at your level, you only consider that it is the solubility. The component which is more soluble will move fast, and component which is less soluble will move slowly. So they will get separated. The application of chromatography, number one. What is the use of this? Number one, chromatography is used to say it is used to separate component of color dye. पहला बोलिए component of dye. Component of dye. जो डाई के कंपोनेंट है उनको सेपरेट करने के लिए हम इसका यूज करते हैं. सेकेंड, it is used to separation है, it is used to separate the component of pigment of natural pigment component of natural pigment. So component of natural pigment जैसे क्लोरोफिल प्लांट में पाया जाता है, ग्रीन कलर का कंपोनेंट है, करेक्ट. बायोलॉजी में आप पढ़ेंगे क्लोरोफिल ए, क्लोरोफिल बी, कई प्रकार के क्लोरोफिल होते हैं, उनके अलग अलग कंपोनेंट होते हैं. ऐसे ही आप देख रहे होगा कुछ रेड कलर के लीव्स होती है, डिफरेंट कलर की लीव्स होती है, प्रोटन प्लांट होते हैं, प्रोटन प्लांट. तो दे हैव डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ द क्लोरोफिल, दैट्स व्हाई दे हैव डिफरेंट कलर. क्रोमोप्लास्ट, क्लोरोप्लास्ट. तो क्लोरोप्लास्ट होता है वो क्लोरोफिल में, क्लोरोप्लास्ट वो ग्रीन कलर का होता है. तो रेड कलर होता है वो क्रोमोप्लास्ट होता है, क्रोम. ऐसे डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट होते हैं. देखिए आपको फिर से दिखाऊं, ये पूरा तरीके से हो गया. देखिए ये बात चौक में आपके सामने बनाया था. अब देखिए रेड कलर एकदम क्लियर हो गया, नीचे वो आ गया. ये सेपरेशन अभी कराया मैंने आपके सामने. तो पहला एप्लीकेशन है, इट इज यूज्ड टू सेपरेट द component of dye. It is used to separate the component of natural pigment with the chlorophyll, chloroplast. अगला, it is used to separate drugs from blood. ब्लड जैसे आपने देखा होगा, हम लोग ब्लड टेस्ट वगैरह कराते हैं, तो वहां पर वो उसका ड्रग का सेपरेशन करते हैं. अगर हमने कोई ड्रग खाई हुई है, उसके बाद ब्लड का एनालिसिस की जाती है. तो ये जो पैथोलॉजी लैब होती है उनमें इसको किया जाता है. ठीक है. नीलम सिसोदिया इज आस्किंग इज प्रेजेंट. अच्छा प्रेजेंट, ठीक है. एनी डाउट? सो ये सुना है chromatography. In higher class you will also study types of chromatography: column chromatography, partition chromatography, paper chromatography. So it is not in your syllabus, so you learn up to this level. What is chromatography? It is a modern technique to separate the component of a color pigment, and the basic principle of behind the chromatography, that the component which is more soluble rises fastly, and the component which is less soluble rises slowly. So they get separated. आगे आइए नेक्स्ट कंसेप्ट. अगला है separate the component of a mixture of two miscible liquid. Separate the mixture of two miscible liquid. Separate the mixture of two miscible liquid. Yesterday, before this on Friday, I explained you how to separate the two liquids, two immiscible liquids with the help of separating funnel. But now I am telling you how to separate the mixture of two miscible liquid. Correct? Two miscible liquid. So two miscible liquid example लेते हैं. For example, acetone plus water, ethyl alcohol plus water. Correct? क्योंकि दोनों मिक्स हो जाते हैं, कंप्लीटली मिक्सिंग है. If you mix ethyl alcohol water, अपन जब लोग ड्रिंक करते हैं अल्कोहल वाटर मिला देते हैं, तो it is completely miscible. Correct? Then the water acetone is also miscible. So how we separate it? These two miscible liquid can be separated by using the process of distillation. Distillation. Distillation process. What is distillation process? Distillation process is a process, chemical process in which first we boil the mixture and then the vapors are collected and these vapors are cooled and condensed back into liquid. So distillation process include two phenomena. Distillation equal to boiling plus condensation. Boiling and condensation equal to distillation. तो पहले boiling की जाती है, liquid को boil करते हैं, and then we collect the vapors, and then we condense the vapors back into liquid. Boiling में क्या होता है? In boiling we are heating the liquid and convert the liquid into vapor. Condensation में क्या होता है? We collect the vapors and cool it and convert to liquid. Ayush is asking, I don't know what he is asking. Make attendance from the lecture, then it will be disappear. Make attendance from the computer, then it will disappear. I cannot. Achha. Okay. You try to do your attendance properly. Otherwise, how I can make Monu Shukla 93. Okay. So, how we do the distillation? Suppose we take a mixture of acetone and alcohol. Right? So, for this, we are taking a distillation flask. A distillation flask. And in the distillation flask, we are taking this mixture of liquids. Mixture of liquid. Then we take this water bath. Water bath. And then we heat it. Burners. This is burner and this is distillate. Correct? Now, we attach this flask with a condenser. So, यहाँ पर एक condenser लगा. for a thermometer. This is thermometer. This is water condenser. No liquid collecting the. So this is a distillation apparatus, setup of distillation. How we do it? First we take liquid mixture in this flask to miscible liquid, correct? And we heat it. Suppose we take acetone and water. Do you know what is the boiling point of acetone? Anyone of you can tell? 56 degrees Celsius. Kitna? 56 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of acetone. And boiling point of what? 200 degrees Celsius. In water. Correct? So 56 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of acetone. If you add Kelvin में कितना होगा? 56 plus 273. 329 Kelvin. और water कितना होगा? 373 Kelvin. If you want to convert degree Celsius into Kelvin, you just add 273. So 273 add करने पर 329 और 320 373. Correct? अब देखिए, what is the difference between these two temperature? 373 और 329. How much difference? 44 Kelvin का अंतर. यहाँ में 44 आता है. वो केल्विन में और डिग्री सेल्सियस में अंतर सेम आएगा क्योंकि हम सिर्फ एक फिगर ऐड कर रहे हैं 273. तो 44. अगर if two liquid have difference in the boiling point more than 25 or more than 25, then we can do the separation with the help of distillation process. If two liquid has boiling point difference less than 25 degrees Celsius, less than 25 Kelvin, 25 Kelvin at 25 degrees Celsius, then we cannot separate with the help of distillation process. Then we have to use another process that is called fractional distillation. So now I will explain you what is distillation. One thing you keep in your mind, distillation is a process that includes boiling and condensation. In this process, first we boil the component. So after boiling, the vapors of the component we collect and cool them, so they get condensed into liquid. The same process. We heat the liquid, so we put the temperature thermometer. So what will happen? We maintain the temperature 56 degrees Celsius with thermometer and we heat it accordingly. So this temperature maintain 56 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, acetone will convert into vapors. The vapors will pass through this tube, and around this tube, this water, cool water. What's the water? Cool water. ठंडा पानी बह रहा है. So due to this cool water, vapors get condensed and convert back into liquid. So there we get pure liquid, pure acid. So when we maintain the temperature 56 degrees Celsius, then till then all the acetone will convert to vapor state, and afterwards water left behind. पानी पीछे रहेगा. बाकी acetone अलग हो जाएगा. So this way, during heating, we should maintain the temperature 56, and if we heat, its temperature will not increase because we maintain here first thing. Otherwise, even we do heating continuously, still its temperature will not increase because when heating continuously in a proper way, then the heat provided to this mixture, that heat is used to convert the liquid acetone into vapor acetone. So this is called latent heat of vaporization. तो उसमें यूज हो जाएगी लेटेंट हीट वेपोराइजेशन। आपने इससे पहले वाले चैप्टर में पढ़ा लेटेंट हीट ऑफ वेपोराइजेशन, समझ आ रहा है? चलिए डाउट, ठीक है, किसी डाउट नहीं है? अच्छा, ये सुनी से आपको व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस फ्रॉम व्हिच एयर इज सेपरेटेड, दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू माय नेक्स्ट lecture on Friday, correct? That I will explain later on. Okay. If someone is telling that their present is missing, so you do one thing. You contact our exam department, a school office, and tell them, I think your net problem is there or your login process is not correct. So you contact the office, school office or exam room, Sukla sir, he will rectify. Correct? So this is distillation, and this distillation process where it is used, if you want to separate two liquid, correct? Where this is very common process and very commonly used. Now next is fractional distillation. Next method is fractional distillation. प्रोसेस से ये काम आ जाएगा, इसलिए इसको मैं लिखा है। Fractional distillation. As just now I explained you, I told you that if component of a mixture has boiling point difference less than 25 degrees Celsius, then we cannot separate them by simple distillation. These component, if their boiling point is less than 25 degrees Celsius, they can be separated by fractional distillation. Fractional distillation में क्या करते हैं? We have to maintain temperature and at a certain temperature and दूसरी बात we are using a fractionating column. यहाँ पर एक क्या रहता है? थर्मोमीटर नहीं रहता है, fractionating column रहता है। यहाँ पर इसको थोड़ा सा चेंज करते हैं। ये थोड़ा बड़ा सा होता है कॉलम, इसलिए हमको यहाँ पूरी लगाना पड़ेगा स्टैंड, सपोर्ट के लिए क्लियर कराने पड़ेंगे। साइड देखो, So ये फ्रैक्चरेटेड कॉलम है, यहाँ से वेपर्स कलेक्ट करते हैं, वही वेपर्स हम कंडेंसर में अब देखिए क्या हो रहा है। सेम प्रोसेस है, बस जस्ट वी हैव यूज a column that is called fractionating column. क्या है इसका? Fractionating column. fractionating column. So this, what is this fractionating column? This fractionating column is a long tube, horizontal. It may be horizontal, it may be vertical. Generally here we are using vertical tube. And this long vertical tube filled with glass beads, कांच के मोती. Yeah, sometimes you can also use stone pieces. Is filled with packed with glass beads. So what happens when we heat this mixture? The vapors will rise, and due to filling up this glass beads or stone pieces, the vapors take time to reach up to this. So when they take time to reach, during this duration, these vapors get cooled. Correct? Vapors get cooled, and we get separate. First we collect one component, then we collect another component, because we maintain a temperature. Right? So different fraction, a particular temperature, suppose we maintain temperature, for example, ethyl alcohol and water. Boiling point of ethyl alcohol 351 Kelvin. Boiling point of water 373 Kelvin. So what is the difference between these boiling point 373 and 351? It is approximately कितना हुआ? 24. Sorry, 22. 22 Kelvin. 22 का difference आया. So 22 Kelvin का difference is less than 25. So less than 25, and then we are using this fractionating column. And when we are using fractionating column, then one fraction first we maintain temperature 351. At the 351 temperature, whatever the fraction we obtain, that is our alcohol. Afterwards, if there are only two components, then what is left? If suppose there are three components, one suppose we take acetone 329, three components there. So first we maintain temperature 329, we collect the fraction. Then we increase the temperature 351, then we collect the fraction. So this way we can separate a lot of fraction with the help of this process. So this process is very useful for separating the component of crude oil. Crude oil आप जानते हैं ना, जैसे पेट्रोल, डीजल, different type के components, different जो हमारे products है, petroleum products, वो separate करते हैं. Refineries, Mathura refineries, Assam oil refineries, so many refineries are there where we are separating the component of crude petroleum oil with the help of this fractionating column. But for refineries, we are making a fractionating column in a very specially designed way, and that has a very long height. It have 100 feet like this. So it is not a simple this type of fractionating column, but this is the application of fractional distillation to separate the component of mixture having difference in the boiling point less than 25 degrees Celsius. So okay children, you do study it well at your home. Now my next lecture will be on the separation of component of air. Thank you.